Hey guys, welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. It's Isabella, and today we're going to be talking about if it's worth it to get an electric vehicle to start driving Uber or Lyft. Okay, electric vehicles are taking over. If you want to find out if it's worth it for you to get an electric vehicle to drive Uber or Lyft, be sure to keep watching. Also, make sure you like this video if you enjoy it and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. All right, let's just get started. So, as you all know, in the US or in California, pretty soon electric vehicles are going to be mandated, especially like specifically for Uber and Lyft. I think in 2030, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure in 2030, which is 6 years away, Uber and Lyft are going to make it mandatory to have an electric vehicle if you're going to drive. Okay, so you still have some time before then, but it seems like that's what they want to do. But as for now, you might want to know if it's worth it to get an electric vehicle to drive for Uber and Lyft. Okay, how much money are you going to save on gas? Is it even worth it? Well, let's just find out. So I was doing some digging online, and Uber apparently has this little like program thing where drivers can receive $210 after completing 200 rideshare rides in an electric vehicle every 30 days. So that's like a little bonus that they have for drivers of an electric vehicle. I know that at one point they made it so drivers with an electric vehicle would get paid an extra $1 per trip, which would add up over time, but I think they got rid of that. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. Online, some people are saying that that $1 bonus per ride thing is a scam. It's a shell game, because it seems like when you get that extra $1, they take away other bonuses from you. So I don't know if that's true. If you've experienced that, be sure to let me know in the comments. But yeah, this is why some people might think it would be worth it to get an electric vehicle. First of all, they are nicer, so you might be eligible for like Uber Comfort, which does pay a little bit more. It's like a slightly more expensive Uber ride for passengers to be in a newer, more comfortable car, and they have a list on their website to see if your car is eligible for that. Other than that, you know, gas prices are pretty high. Where I live in California, the average for gas, what I see, is usually around $5 or $5.50. So it is pretty expensive, and honestly $5 is more on the low end. I don't really see much that's under $5 a gallon nowadays. I think charging, like if you have a Tesla and you're charging it from 0 to 100 at a supercharger, I believe it's around $15 to $20, not bad. And of course, if you live in a place where you can charge it for free, well, free, I mean, it'd really be like a couple dollars overnight if you're charging it like in your house garage or something. It does take a long time. You do have to leave it plugged in overnight, but you would save a lot of money doing that. So I found this post online that's saying that you would probably make about $3.12 more per hour with an electric vehicle, because electricity is cheaper than gas. So the way they calculated that is basically just taking the average amount of time that someone would drive and the amount of fuel they would use versus the amount of electricity they would use, and then how much it would cost to recharge the car or refuel the car, which brought them to about $3.12 more for people who drive an electric vehicle. And that's per hour, okay? $3.12 more per hour. So if you think that is worth it to you, maybe you should look into getting an electric vehicle. You know, personally, what I think is that if you are in a place, like let's say you live with your parents or something, and they have like a charger in their garage that they could set up, and you can just charge it at home for free, then yeah, you'd save a ton of money for sure. Also, you don't have to get oil changes on electric vehicles, and oil changes do add up over time, especially if you're driving full-time as a driver. You have to get oil changes more often, and it does really start to add up if you go somewhere like Valvoline. Even if you do it yourself, you know, you still have to buy the oil. So yeah, but if you're like scrambling to get the money to buy an electric vehicle, I don't think it's worth it. Like if you have a car that works perfectly fine, I would say just keep using that car. Just keep in mind that at some point, all the drivers are gonna have to have an electric vehicle, so you can either get a head start and get one now, or wait until that mandate comes in place, and maybe you won't even be driving Uber or Lyft at that point anyways. It's really up to you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Anyways, once again, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.